Hey guys, we are in Borehamwood today for a real test. Our learner did pass this one. I'm going to talk you through all the mistakes and all the things that he done well on. So this road is coming out of is usually quite busy, so that's why he's taking his time, turning right. Right now it's pretty quiet, but sometimes it can get really busy, so don't rush here. And sometimes there's parked cars and vans all over the place, so it can get quite narrow. And then we're turning right at the end of this road, but you can see there's a giveaway sign on the side there on the left, but there's no markings on the floor. You still need to pay attention to the giveaway even though there's no markings, and there was a sign before, so that tells you that's a giveaway. And now turning left, there's a sign straight ahead saying left only onto the dual carriageway, and it's not a big enough slip road to drive along and then join, so it's almost like a T-junction, which is why he's stopped, checking the right, and you can see how fast the vehicles are coming from the right are traveling at. This is a 50-mile-an-hour section of this road, so you need to be really careful, be patient, keep checking. When you see a big gap, then you go, and when you do go, you want to go as quickly as possible, or put your foot down anywhere on the gas so that your car picks up speed really quickly, because there will be people coming from behind, coming quite fast. Then a bit further down, we're turning left off the dual carriageway, and you can see there's a sign on the left there, a bit hidden, but it's a 30-mile-an-hour sign, reminding you that it's now a 30-mile-an-hour road. And going round towards the right, then it's coming off of the next exit, so you should be moving a bit more left, signaling left as well, let people know that is coming off straight onto the width restriction. Now these, you want to be in first gear for these and go really slowly, especially in the car that we're driving now, but you want to treat it almost like you're doing a maneuver and use your clutch control. Here we're turning left onto the mini roundabout. So a lot of side roads here on this route, a lot of turning right onto this mini roundabout. Quite narrow roads as well, so potential for meeting situations. So this is basically just around the test area, it's not that far away from the test center. It's just a lot of turns, a lot of junctions, and so far it's doing really well. Okay, we've got a meeting situation here where the car in front has moved over to their side, which is good, and he's giving them plenty of space to do that. So this learner on his last test, he actually failed on a meeting situation where he got too close to a parked vehicle, and we're not going to have that in this test because obviously we worked on it afterwards, and it was a mistake that he made. So check that other video out as well. I'll put that on the link up there. And he's pulled over on the left, half on, half off. And this is the first time I've seen them do that on the test, but I think maybe the examiner probably would have told him to pull up on the left on the curb. Usually they tell them not to pull up on the curb, but I think there the road was really narrow, so they had to do that. Turning left off the roundabout. This road is a bit wider. And you can see that hatched area in the middle there. If there are parked cars on the left preventing you from using the lane properly, you can go a bit over that line. Just like we're going over this line a little bit to go around those parked cars, you can do that on the hatched area as well. Then here, pulling over to the right. So normally when they pull you over to the right, it's for one reason. It's because they're going to be doing the right reverse, which I'm going to speed up because it takes a bit long. So it's done well to look around. Going back slowly, stopping for any vehicles going past, and then driving on again. That's really good. So on these kind of crossroads here, you really want to be in first gear. Check both sides and then carry on. Even if you're going straight, we had to give way there on our side, so you need to make sure that you are doing it properly. Again, another crossroads, going into first, checking both sides, and then carrying on. Very good. Making sure you look at the other vehicles on the other side as well to see what they're doing. Very narrow bit of road here, quite busy. And you see our learner's taking his time, which is really good. Onto the high street here. I believe this is by Borehamwood High Street. Got the Tesco superstore on the right. And we'll see which way he's going to go. Looks like it's waiting to turn right, but we'll see in a second. Yep, so it's going to the middle, checking the left side, and then joining that traffic. That was really good. Then onto this large roundabout. So far we've only dealt with mini roundabouts, and here on this large roundabout, let's see where he's going to go. It's going straight second exit. So there you'd want to signal left to come off, because it's a big enough roundabout to do that. Just like here as well, you want to signal left to come off so people know that you're coming off the roundabout. So you can see around here, there's lots of roundabouts. So if you're going to do a test in Borehamwood, make sure you're very good at roundabouts and also country roads. There's a potential that you might go on country roads and the fast dual carriageway as well. So you need to be quite comfortable doing those kind of things like high speed dual carriageway, high speed country roads, and lots of roundabouts as well. So make sure you practice that a lot before you come to this area. Straight at the roundabout. See, it's roundabout after roundabout. But our learner has no problem dealing with roundabouts. So quite a narrow road here. We've got that blue car. Looked like it was coming out. So that could have potentially been a situation there, but our learner dealt with it. If I was driving, I probably would have slowed down a bit more, just let them come out if they're that far into the road, or just see what they're doing anyway. Okay, next roundabout we'll go in left first exit, so you would have been signaling left from before. So on these kind of roads, you want to be careful that you don't get too close to the parked cars, which is what a lot of learners do, especially when the lane is narrow like that. They'll try to stick to their own lane and then end up getting too close to the left. It doesn't really matter if you go over the line in the middle of the road, as long as you don't get too close to the parked vehicles. That's the main thing. Then here you can see the arrow pointing towards the left, so that's the way you're supposed to go, because the other side is for the cars going the other way. End of the road is positioned himself to turn left. That was very well positioned there. And straight away into a meeting situation, you see he's done really well to stop way before that parked car there, so that he can go around him with no problem. Roundabout left and then roundabout straight. So you want to make an effort to go around the roundabout, but don't go over the top of it, make it look like you're going left. You done well there, just go a bit around it without going too far left. Turning right at the roundabout. And you can see there's no road markings on the floor until you get near the end where you got the hazard warning lines telling you coming up to a hazard. And you see he's going over the hatched area, which was okay because there were parked cars on the left. So those long lines in the middle of the road leading up to the junction are hazard warning lines telling you that you're coming up to a hazard, usually a junction, width restriction, roundabout, that sort of thing. And you can see them again here, warning you that you're coming up to something. So pay attention to those. Straight again. Now over these speed bumps, you want to go a bit slower. Some people just ignore them like they're not there, but remember they've been put there to slow you down, so you want to make sure you don't go too fast over them. Another meeting situation dealt with very well. And then turning right back into towards the test center. And he passed. So thanks so much for watching, guys. Make sure you check out the other videos and subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys in the next time. Bye.